Welcome to Middle Class Matters. Business news in English from Dr. CMA Allegation. Hindenburg Research Report on Adani, Stock Manipulation and Accounting Fraud. Read in full, part number 17. Money in Transaction 7. Milestone Trade Links. Another claimed silver and gold merchant run by a long-standing employee of Adani Group and a former director of Adani Companies lent INR 7.5 billion US dollar 101 million to Adani Infra India. We found no disclosures of the loan being a related party transaction. Milestone Trade Links is another entity claiming that its main activity is trading in silver and gold as per its annual report. It is located in the same dilapidated building complex as Ragwar Infrastructure, see above, in Ahmedabad. We found no website for the entity, nor could we find any employees on LinkedIn. The registered phone number of Milestone Trade Links as per 2020-22 corporate filings is same as auditor Dharmesh Parikh and Co., the co-auditor for Adani Green Energy and previously an auditor of Adani Enterprises, Adani Total Gas and Adani Transmission. Registration and other details: corporate identification number, permanent address, registered address 203 Anand Milan Complex, opposite Navrangpura, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Dharmesh Prakash and Co. LLP, Chartered Accountant, India Corporate Records and Dharmesh Parikh website. This is not a case of using the auditor as contact information. However, Dharmesh Prakash Parikh and Co. is not the auditor for Milestone Trade Links. Its auditor, Adani Pashveshariya and Co. has been in place since financial year 2015. Milestone Trade Links has 6 shareholders as per its 2021 shareholding list. One of its key shareholders, Rajesh Mandapwala, holding 17.3% of the entity, is a long-standing employee of the Adani Group as per corporate records. In a biography about Gautam Adani released in November 2022, Rajesh Mandapwala confirms he joined the Adani Group when it was just a packaging unit in 1982. Milestone Trade Links previously had a 100% owned subsidiary called Aditya Corpex until it merged with Milestone Trade Links in financial year 2013. At various points, Aditya Corpex was directed by several individuals with family or executive ties to the Adani Group as per records in a customs tribunal case. Milestone Trade Links is obviously intricately tied to Adani Group insiders. Money in Transaction 8. Adani Group companies lent INR 6.2 billion US dollar 87.4 million to a company run by yet another family friend who passed most of it along to Adani Power. The Adi Group is a coal supplier and a long-standing client of the Adani Group. Adi Group's promoter is Utkarsh Shah, who has been described as a 30-plus year friend of Gautam Adani as per Economic Times article. Adi Corp Enterprises is a small company with 2020 revenues of just INR 643 million, US dollar 9 million, and a total net profit of INR 6.9 million, US dollar 97,000 as per its 2020 financials. Despite Adi Corp Enterprises' modest financial profile, 4 Adani Group companies lent the company a total of INR 6.2 billion, US dollar 87.4 million in 2020. We found no disclosure of these transactions in the financial statements of the Adani Group lenders, several of which are publicly listed. Adi Corp Enterprises Private Limited, 2019-20 and 2018-19. Short-term borrowings from Director Utkarsh Bhumika Shah. In 18-19, 298 million 809 632, 1920 3,134,669. from others in 1819, Adani Port and Special Economic Zone 521,846,082. But in 1920, Adani Logistics Limited 5,431,140 lakhs. Adani Estates Private Limited 101 million. Adani Enterprises Limited 118,382,576. Applewoods Estates Private Limited 750 millions. Adani Port and Special Economic Zone Limited 572,708,490. Total is 6,976,365,735 in 1920. In 1819 it was 820,655,714. Source Adi Corp 2020 Annual Report. The loan seems financially ill-advised. Given its net profit, it would take Adi Corp Enterprises around 900 years to earn enough to pay back the loans even without interest. In 2020, Adi Corp Enterprises used its newfound capital to loan INR 6.1 billion $86 million to Adani Power on an unsecured basis. The loan to Adani Power represented about 98% of the funds it received from 4 other Adani enterprises. In short, it looks like Adi Corp has simply been used to route funds from various Adani Group companies to publicly listed Adani Power. After pumping in suspicious funds, the Adani Group also has methods of extracting money from the publicly listed companies through suspect deals with related parties, rerouting money through the empire as needed. Money out. Undisclosed transaction 1. Another secretive Mauritius-based shell entity named Grow More Trade and Investments netted an overnight $423 million gain through a stock merger with Adani Power, a massive windfall to the detriment of public shareholding. In 2009, Adani Power Maharashtra Limited, an Adani Power subsidiary, was developing a 1980 megawatt project in Tiroda, India. In 2010, a mysterious Mauritius entity, Grow More Trade and Investment Grow More, bought a 26% interest in Adani Power Maharashtra for a purchase price of 128 million. In 2011, Grow More received a very generous offer from Adani Power to purchase via merger Grow More stakes in Adani Power Maharashtra. The valuation of that stake grew overnight from 128 million to around 551 million, a $423 million windfall. Grow More's financials, available only through litigation records in a local court, carried the stake at 128.3 million on March 31, 2011, just a day before the merger was declared effective by an Indian court. The purchase price was paid in shares of the parent Adani Power and resulted in Grow More holding 213 million shares of Adani Power, that is 9% of its total equity, according to news reports. We found no specific disclosure from Adani Power in its annual reports that the Grow More deal was a related party transaction. Adani Power also claimed that it had a fairness opinion for the merger consideration, but does not appear to have publicly shared it. Money out. Undisclosed transaction 1 continued. Grow More is another Mauritius shell entity controlled by a friend of the Adani family who shared an address with Vinod Adani and is prominently mentioned in Adani corruption investigation. Our review of the audited financial statements for Grow More, once again found only through local court records, identified no owners, but lists the sole director of Grow More as a man named Mr. Chong Chung Ling. Grow More Trade Investments Private Limited, corporate data, directors Mr. Chong Chung Ling, number 146 Nan Fong Street, Toyon, Taiwan. Registered office, Trust Link International Limited, Suit 501, St. James Court. Source 2011 Grow More audit, annexed in court merger filings. Chong Chung Ling was also a director, together with Vinod Adani, in an Adani private entity based in Singapore called Adani Global Limited. as per Adani Enterprises annual report. Taiwanese media reports describe Chong Ching Ling as a key Adani shareholder and core business partner. During and prior to his involvement with Growmore, Chong Ching Ling played a central role in two fraud schemes involved Vinod Adani that are detailed further in Part 5. Chong Ching Ling's name appears in a 2014 Directorate of Revenue Intelligence DRI report detailing a scheme alleging that the Adani Group siphoned cash from its publicly listed companies. He served as a director of the Electrogen Infra Holding Private Limited, an Adani private company that was part of a complex scheme to siphon funds out of Adani Enterprises and Adani Power, as per DRI investigating records. The day he resigned as director, he was replaced by Vinod Adani. 2. In the corporate data, Shri Vinod Shantilal Shah has been listed as a director of EIH with the date of his appointment as director shown as 12th January 2010. Other directors with their dates of appointment and resignations are indicated as under. Name, appointment date, resigned. Junedo Remiol, 16th July 2009, 8th March 2011. Naveen B. Hari, 16th July 2009, 8th March 2011. Nazir Ali Shoban Hahili, 16th July 2009, 1st October 2009. Chong Ching Ling, 1st October 2009, 12th January 2010. Vinod Shantilal Shah, 12th January 2010, not available. DRI investigation 2014. Chong Ching Ling also served as a director of Gadami International Private Limited, which was identified as part of a government fraud investigation into the Adani Group's alleged circular trading of germs. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, give your comments. Thanks for watching.